was actually starting to try to work with this person and try to figure out how to coexist. And I realized that no matter how much I think it's possible, if both people are not ready, willing, and or capable of doing the inner work that is necessary in this phase, then coexisting is not an option. And so I decided that I needed to continue on this journey alone. And this phase is known as the separation phase. And the separation phase is so necessary because it allows you the opportunity to focus on yourself and to do the work that you need to do to heal your wounds, your unresolved trauma, and to learn your lessons without the presence of someone else, where you're constantly thinking about your growth and their growth. And deciding to part was very, very, very difficult and very painful. What I experienced was something known or referred to as a soul shock. And this is right before this dark night of the soul. So I'm sitting in my car and I have just made the decision to separate, to go a different direction, to go into this no contact. And it felt like a rope was tied around my soul, around my heart, so tight. And it was like a tugging, like a pull, like a tug of war. And it felt like this rope was yanking and yanking harder and harder and harder and tighter as I tried to hold on, and I couldn't. And all of a sudden, with the strongest force, this rope pulled and tugged so deep into my soul. It felt like for seconds I had left my body. I can remember being in a void, and all around me was darkness. So with this final yank, this final tug, this final pull, whoosh, it was like the insides of my soul, of generations of some type of eternity beyond my existence, had just came out of me. This plug. And when this plug was removed, I felt so empty. I can remember darkness. I can remember feeling like everything had shut down for a few seconds. And then finally I came back to. And when I came back to, I can remember just a flood of inexplainable emotions and uncontrollable tears rolled through my body, through my essence, as I sat there for what seemed like almost an hour, emptying out, pouring out these tears of built up, I guess, pain. And after there were no more tears to be produced, after what seemed like an hour of just flooding, I can remember feeling so empty. And this emptiness was exactly what I needed to be able to pour and be able to fill myself back up. One thing I learned is that if you have a cup and it is full, you can no longer add to it, especially if this cup is full of all of the things that no longer serve you. So there's only one way to move forward, and that is to empty this cup. But sometimes in life we have this cup that we believe is full, and because it's full, we believe that we're fulfilled. Sometimes our cup is full of a lot of shit, and that has to be removed. It has to be cleared out. And this separation phase, this dark night of the soul, this soul shock, was just that opportunity to start filling my cup up with the things that I need, the things that I desire, and the things that serve my highest self.